Hello, welcome to Knole Academy. This video is designed to give you an idea of the facilities of Knole Academy. It's a quick virtual tour of the site. We don't go everywhere, but it certainly gives you a feeling. I apologise in advance, we have so much going on at Knole Academy, including evenings and weekends. I've had to record this at 5 o'clock in the morning, which means it does get dark in some places before the lights switch on, so bear with us in those periods. I hope this video gives you some insight on what Knole Academy can offer. So on entry to Knole Academy, we come into our reception where we have our boards for head boy, head girl on the left hand side. You walk into our gallery area, which we use to display student work. Currently we've got year 12 art and graphics work, and from that gallery we're going to go into T2, which is one of our food tech rooms, and all students in year 7, 8 and 9 undertake food tech. And it's also one of the most popular options at GCSE. In addition to that, we offer catering in the sixth form, which uses our professional kitchen, which we'll be using or visiting later on in the tour. This is our hair and beauty facility. We do beauty obviously in this side of the room, and then we have an operational hair studio on the other side, and we work with a number of clients who come in from the local community to ensure that the students get real world experience, and as well as doing those courses they go out on work experience. It's a Key Stage 4 and a Key Stage 5 option, and very popular. Unfortunately, due to the darkness, you don't get a great sight, but over on this side of the site we are planning on putting some additional history classrooms, and that will be our history suite with 5 classrooms dedicated to that department, and there will also be another outside canopy, and all of that will be completed by the end of September 2022 for October, so it will be in place by the time any students arrive. This is a modern foreign languages department and also social sciences. So just a bog standard MFL classroom, and all of our students at Knole Academy do MFL, modern foreign languages. They all do French. There's also the option to do Spanish. We also support a whole range of other languages that students may know from outside, such as Mandarin, Polish, Russian, but basically we support any language. Apologise about the dark corridor. The auto lights aren't coming on just yet. But just want to highlight the locker area. A policy at Knole Academy is students don't carry bags around, and this means that we don't get quite so much banging around in corridors. So every student is assigned a locker where they put their bags at the start of the day, and they just take their books for the lessons they need. Entering the library, we're really pleased that we've still got a library, and we spend an awful lot of money keeping it up to date with both reading material and textbooks to support students in every level of their time in school. We're going along this top corridor now, and this is the maths corridor. We have 10 maths rooms. Most of them are on this floor, and there's a couple downstairs. So again, fairly standard classroom. Most of our classrooms will either have interactive whiteboards or interactive projectors. This one's got an interactive whiteboard. Maths department results have been absolutely outstanding for the last few years, and it's an exceptionally strong department. And again, we have a high number of students who do exceptionally well at GCSE who then go on to study in our sixth form, and obviously we are an IB school. So they do IB Maths, which is a really high quality qualification held in high esteem, and they do very well at that. We have a number of dedicated ICT suites where all of the computers are out all of the time and networked, and then we have over 1,000 laptops that students use in their classrooms, and every single department is well supported with those laptops. The ICT suites that we've just been and left are support both computer science, which looks at programming, and digital media, which looks more at kind of web design. And again, both departments are very successful at GCSE. This is the ground floor English area, and we'll go into the upstairs English area again. They have 11 rooms. Most of them are down here, more lockers for student usage as well, and they have an equal number of rooms upstairs. Again, English department results have been absolutely outstanding. Really strong department, very stable team, get absolutely fantastic results for our students. And we're just about to enter the dining room. Dining room offers provisions before school, at break time and at lunchtime. All the tables are packed away, but this is a very busy area. In addition to this space, we also have outdoor dining space, and that again is very popular. This room here is our wellbeing mentor and counselling room. We have 2 full-time counsellors that we employ who work with our students who are struggling emotionally and have had issues in their life, just to make sure that they feel supported. As we go up the stairs, we enter the geography department, and we've got 5 or 6 geography classrooms, 5 at this end and 1 somewhere else in the buildings. And again, well-resourced rooms with laptops, trolleys to support all of the learning. And we head along the top corridor in the main building and into the second half of the English department. And again, fairly standard classrooms, so we won't spend too much time looking through those. And now we've kind of rejoined where we were earlier with the library on our right hand side. So we're going to be leaving the main build, the original building at Knole Academy, and heading across through the dance studio and the gym to the new building. The last area that I just want to show in the original building is our original main hall. We'll see another main hall, the Oaks Theatre, as we go across to the new buildings. But again, this is a fantastic space, and we're able to give it over to drama just for their normal lessons. So it has full sound and light capabilities, staging. So the drama department have a fantastic facility to use all of the time, and they get the students trained to be able to use the sound and light, as well as just doing the general performances. So this is our dance studio, and very proud of our performing arts. Some of the dance performances have been absolutely outstanding, and obviously supports an awful lot of community use. From the dance studio, we go into the gymnasium, and the gymnasium is used extensively, not only by our students but also in the local community. We're leaving the gym and we're heading outside. I just want to show you some of the outside facilities before we head into the place. The place is what we call our new build. It's actually been at Knole Academy for 6 or 7 years, but it's obviously newer buildings, and that's on our left hand side. We have a number of canopies that students can have their lunch under during summer times, but also during the poor weather, and they're very well populated, and we've got 2 more that are being built in the next month or so. On our right hand side of the screen you can see our multi-use games area, which is essentially a sand-based astro, and on the left hand side with the floodlights in the far distance is our 3G full-sized astroturf, and we have our climbing wall, which is used extensively on the outside of the sports hall. So we're under our canopy that leads to the entrance of the place, and we'll go into the place reception. And on the left is the changing rooms for the PE department, but I won't take you down there at this point. And we go into the sports hall. One of the nice things about Knole Academy, and certainly something the PE department appreciate, is that the sports hall remains the possession of the PE department throughout the year. We don't use it for examination, so it's always an indoor space that they're available to use. And the reason we don't have to use the sports hall for examinations is that we are blessed with our second large area, which is the Oaks Theatre. And this is the Oaks Theatre. It's currently set up for assemblies. So it has 234 bleacher seats, and we've got some loose seating in front to make it easier for the form groups. And this hosts a number of shows, both musical, drama performances, dance performances, and, as we say, examinations. So it's a well-used facility at Knole. From the Oaks Theatre, we're going to head into a kind of vocational area, and the first space is Mange 2 Restaurant. We have a number of students in the sixth form who study a full-time catering course. This is the restaurant, so it's set up as their teaching room, but once a week they set it up as a restaurant and then into a professional quality kitchen. We have a full-time qualified chef who teaches the students to prepare absolutely outstanding menus, and a real asset to the school. We're heading into the design technology department. We've got a number of rooms. One's a traditional woodwork, metalwork room, and then this room which has more kind of CAD/CAM type machinery. Again, very popular choice at Key Stage 3, 4 and 5. And this is the ground floor of the place, and at this point we're going to head up onto the first floor. And the first floor is predominantly science, music and the AEN department. So Knole Academy has 11 dedicated science labs. Most of them in this area, but we've got a separate block with a number of dedicated science rooms in as well. All fully equipped, all well supported by prep room technician, and again supporting chemistry, physics, biology at IB level in this post 16, and again massive uptake from our students for those subjects in the sixth form. The AEN department is based on this floor, but obviously supports students in all of their classes all around the school. And then we head into the music department. Music department has a large number of practice rooms. Sorry, it's getting very dark here. As well as that, it has teaching rooms, it has a recital suite, and it has its own recording studio. So I'll show you a couple of those. This is one of the classrooms. All the classrooms are fully equipped to allow students to engage in a range of activities. We have the recital room on the right hand side, and this is a recording studio. And a really high quality recording studio that students use for both GCSE and post 16 music. And we're going to head up to the top floor of the place building, And this is a sixth form centre, business studies and art. So the sixth form centre, first of all, we have the sixth form study room. All the students here, this is always very, very busy, will be studying independently outside of their timetabled lessons. And then they also have their own common room. It's currently set up for some mini lectures that they're receiving, but they have that as their social space in between lessons. And then we get into the business studies department, fairly standard classrooms, which generally are some of our most popular subjects in Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. In Key Stage 5, the results for business management at IB were absolutely outstanding, massively ahead of the world averages. And as we head down this corridor, we hit media and also the art department. Again, amazing art department who support art, graphics, textiles and photography, and run an awful lot of courses both at Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. I'm always blown away by the quality of work that's produced, and in more later climes when the actual sun has come up, beautifully lit rooms to be doing their artwork. I hope this tour has given you some insight into what Knole Academy can offer. Obviously, we would like all students and parents to be able to have a tour of the Knole Academy site and really see it for themselves, but unfortunately the demand for places on all our open events exceeds what we can offer. So I apologise if you've not been able to come onto the site and see the facilities firsthand. Please rest assured, if your child was fortunate enough to gain a place at Knole Academy, we do an awful lot of events prior to their arrival in September to make sure that they feel comfortable in this environment, and we're very proud of the transition that we undertake. I hope the video and the other videos that are on this website will give you enough information to make a good decision when it comes to selecting a secondary school for your child, and I wish you all the very best in that process.